you're going to go back to jail for a little bit. From there, we want you to go to this 90-day center, in Kaufman. So I'm like, 90 days? I was like, never heard of that. Everything was kind of 30-day, 30-day, 30-day.
Atomic Souls Podcast.
Yeah. And the cool thing about it is in treatment, one of the things that I fucking hate is how everybody's giving these extensions, whether if you need it or not.
Yeah.
And I think that's some dirty ass shit.
Yeah.
And so I look back on my, burning tree experience in 2002. And so coming out of jail and coming out of 30 days at La Hacienda, I'm battling some wicked felony charges. I'm already a felon, and I got more than I'm going to court for. And so I'm looking at going to the big house, which scared the fuck out of me, the very idea of it. But they were like, look, you're going to go back to jail for a little bit. From there, we want you to go to this 90-day center, in Kaufman. So I'm like, 90 days? I was like, never heard of that. Everything was kind of 30-day, 30-day, 30-day. And so I get there, and the first day, it somehow came up. I'm like, do my 90 days. I'm out here. And they're like, 90 days. They started laughing like, you're going to be here a lot longer than that. I'm like,
treatment
no,
center.
I'm fucking not. And so they would get me, and everybody else, they'd get you close to that 90 days. And then they'd hit you with, we want you to stay another 3 months.
Yeah.
And I would have told them to fuck off, right away. But I can't, because if I do that, I am fucked legally. Like, I'm going to prison. I haven't been to prison, been a lot of times in county. I do not want to go to prison. Yeah. And then when I'm done with that 90-day extension, right at the end of that 6-month mark, I'm like, fine, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah. We want you to stay another 6 months. I lost my shit.
Yeah.
I started breaking stuff. Fuck you. But again, I was in a bad spot because I had to stay there. And
they knew that.
They knew that.
Yeah.
But they do that to everybody, which is why I think it's a dirty motherfucking thing to do, because it's dishonest.
Yeah.
Don't advertise yourself as a 90-day when no one there is going to stay 90 days. I think that's chicken shit.
Yeah.
And
that's get them in the door and bait and switch.
Yeah, and that is ungodly prevalent down here.
Oh, yeah.
I like to think, hopefully it's not as much as it was at one point, but I'm sure, that it absolutely is.
It's gotten better.
It has gotten better?
Yeah, insurance improves most days.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
most people are insurance based.
that in some ways, insurance is a dirty thing, but in some ways it prevents a lot of that. And a lot of the cash pay has gone away too, right? The whole cash pay model has gone away because
Burning Tree was cash pay, right?
Back then,
100%.
Yeah, and
so they knew you had rich parents, and they were.
And they're still out there. They're still they're still there.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like Driftwood. There's a specific clientele for that kind of thing that not everybody can afford paying for a year, because you're not getting insurance for a year. I promise you that.
Yeah.
So you got to come out of pocket. So there's.
Most of those people, it's not court ordered.
Yeah. So it's different.
And I have no problem with extensions if that person needs it.
Based on the treatment plan.
If it's individualized.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Yeah. These fucking places, and of course they could just leverage this shit out of the families, these scare tactics, which again I think is a dirty motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
But it's like, just be honest, about it. Yeah. Once I started to see that, that's when that was the thing that got me the first, where I was like, this shit is not what I thought. This is not all pure and and good shit.
I was really good at writing notes and extending clients, and the place I worked at knew that, so they would be like, "Hey, we need you to extend so and so."
Yeah,
they got a good policy.
Yeah. Oh, those good policies.
I was like, okay.
You hate
I'll
hearing
find
that.
something.
Right? Like when you hear that, it is not about the patient anymore.
It's not, but they could justify it, by like, hey,
look at the treatment plan.
Studies show that the longer that you take care, the better chance you have.
Yep.
Is that the driver
so many
of
times.
it? No, that's the excuse that justifies it.
I said
that. In RTCs, a day sober.
Well, that's the thing. You make good money in RTC, and then they don't really care about the IOP as much. That's why I like IOP, because like an extension, they genuinely need it. They're like really struggling because they're like doing some life shit.
Yeah.
But RTC, like they're just sitting there doing like, groups and stuff. Like
our issue is the reverse of that. Of insurance doesn't want to allow an extension, and we're like, they need it.
Yeah. Then you got to fight every day.
It's a fine balance.
But then we'll get people that get like 16 weeks off the rip.
Yeah.
TRICARE was like 5 months. They're like, sure, yeah, sounds good. Okay.
But I'll tell you, like that was one of the things that I love so much about Solstice was our guys would ask for extensions.
Same.
It was like, I want to stay here longer. We're like, hey,
we
stay.
get that.
Even the majority of people that were there were 100% scholarshiped. But we didn't care about that. It's like, stay as long as you need to, provided that you're not just staying here to
hiding out,
to avoid it. So I miss those teams a lot. I miss that. I haven't had since then to where you're really in this group of guys.
How
kind
is
of that
it?
stuff.
Because we get that kind of clientele and the people that are like, I want to stay around. How is it for you, like as a leader, to like lead a team that is doing that kind of stuff, and like what were kind of like the ups and downs with that?
Like the team at Solstice, it wasn't really any work, on my part. Everybody's just kind of got that, default mode. I looked at my role, like me and Tara, was just to make sure that it stays on track, because how many centers do you see where they start off one way and the next thing you know, they take a hard left or a hard right until, this going back like the TLR thing, till eventually you don't recognize the place, at all. Yeah. Our goal was to make sure that, hey, this is our narrow little ditch
this
right
is
here.
Our brand,
we're going to stay straight and true on that. And I wish that a place like Solstice was around, just because there's such a need for people that don't have insurance, people that don't have resources. Unfortunately, it's not around anymore. COVID was a big part of taking us out. It took out Austin Recovery, two places where, people that didn't have resources could go. But man, I've heard so much about Solstice, people, refer to it. And I know more people say it than, people won't say it to my face, where they know it as like the death center, and that drives me fucking crazy.
I've heard
but
it.
You've never heard it?
No, I've heard it.
Yeah. And so how that comes, and it bothers me, because, of course it's personal. But anytime one of our, residents alumni would pass away, we would throw it out there on Facebook, because that was someone that we loved.
Yeah.
Centers don't do that.
That's exactly right. And I will attest to that. Speaks to who you are, as I'm willing to show you the power of this disease, and these are people
authentic
that are going through something that a lot of people don't survive from, and we're willing to show it, right?
Yeah.
The percentage of people that find recovery is still low. Like that's not fair for any center to tout their stupid statistics that they like to give. They're never real. They're never authentic.
They're so full of shit.
Someone tried to say they had a 4% AMA rate, and I was like, bro, we sent you so many clients that AMA'd every day, so you fucking lying to me?